this video is going to be a very basic review of integrals from Calc 1. So not really a lot of integrals are covered in Calc 1, but we are going to cover a little bit of it. So let's talk about some things. Starting off, the very basic rule is the constant rule. If I have a number and I want to integrate it with respect to x, because x is my variable, you can think of it as having this was 2x to the 0. So just like we said in the quick video earlier, you add 1 to your power and divide by the new power. So this would be 2x to the 1 power divided by 1 plus c. For indefinite integrals, which means we don't have any limits of integration to plug in, you just have to put a plus c behind it. All right, so that was our first practice problem. Next, let's do integral of negative 20x to the 4th dx. Well, technically the negative 20 can come out, but I usually skip that step because it's pretty self-explanatory. Then my power is going to go up by 1, so I have x to the 5th over 5, and that negative 20 there. So when you simplify, I have negative 4x to the 5th plus c. Okay, let's talk about some trig functions. The integral of 4 secant x tan x dx. Secant x tan x is the derivative of secant x. So the 4 is just a constant. It can come out 4 times secant x plus c. Okay, do another one. Integral 5 cosecant squared x dx. Well, cosecant squared, actually, the derivative of cotan x equals negative cosecant squared x. So since this is positive and I want it to be negative, I'm going to multiply by negative 1 here. And whatever I do inside, I can do outside, kind of like when you're doing stuff to a fraction or an equation. So I have, I'm going to bring the 5 out, negative 5 integral of negative cosecant squared x dx. Now this matches my integral, or my derivative rule. So negative 5, this gives me cotan x plus c. All right. Now, we get into something a little bit more involved. Number 5. If I have the integral of, oh, they made these really easy. Parentheses 3x to the 5th minus 1 to the 3rd times 15x to the 4th dx. We are going to do what's called, I call U substitution or just substitution, either way. The way I'm looking at this is I have a function inside of a function and then another expression over here separate. Notice that my inside function's power is 1 more than my outside expression. So if I say that u is 3x to the 5th minus 1, du would be 15x to the 4th dx. So then if you pay attention, this is u and this is du. So I can rewrite integral u to the 3rd du is u to the 4th over 4 plus c. And since we are using our u as this, our answer is parentheses 3x to the 5th minus 1 to the 4th over 4 plus c. Okay? So that's just a very basic review of integrals, and we are going to continue next with Chapter 3.